Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to make a video today about buying designer shoes. I'm going to tell you some of the mistakes that I made when buying these, and hopefully you won't make the same ones. Okay, so let's get started. So, let's start with these. The story with this pair of shoes is that initially I got the low tops and I was so excited about getting them. I didn't really care about the comfort. I was just so excited about them that I didn't really try them on in the store as well as I should have. I was also a little bit stressed out because I had a plane to catch and I didn't think about how important the fit of the shoes would be. Anyways, the problem with the low tops is that they end right over here. They only have two of these and they end right over here. And every single time you take a step, this part of the shoe hits your ankle bone. And I know it doesn't seem very major at first. I know for the first couple of hours you won't even feel it, but after 2, 3, 4 hours of walking, you really start to get irritated and that part of your ankle bone really starts to get sore. And I just wish that I spent more time in the store walking with those shoes on rather than trying them on, okay, they fit, and then buying them. I can't express how important it is to make sure they fit you. The other problem with those shoes is that the actual mold of the foot didn't really fit for me. The way the strings were designed in that shoe is that every time you tie a knot, it would push down on this part of your foot, rather than these shoes which push down on your entire leg. So when you tie the knot here, you don't really feel the pressure of the strings because it's more like that, pushing this part in. Whereas in those shoes, when you tie the actual knot, you felt this part go down. And I know for some people that would be very uncomfortable. That means every single time that you took a step, it would go like this and you would like feel the tension of the strings. In the end, I did manage to sell those shoes, but I don't think I sold them for the amount that I paid. I think I ended up losing money, and even though it was a good learning experience, I wish I'd never made it in the first place. It was a pretty expensive learning experience. The moral of the story is that you should really take the time to try on the shoes, test them out, see if they fit you. I know when you're in the store, sometimes you're very excited and like you don't really care, or you're just too excited to notice how uncomfortable they are. Another situation might be is that you feel a little bit uncomfortable or you feel awkward walking around the store trying them on. You feel pressured to buy it. No, it doesn't matter. If you're paying $300, $400 for a pair of shoes, you should really test them out, try them out, walk around in them for 5 minutes. It's just so important to try them on and not make the mistake that I made. The next pair of shoes that I want to talk about is this pair. It is from the newest Fendi collection and it features the bag bug eyes on the front. The problem with these shoes is that the sole is very, very firm. It's very rough, like I can't even bend it at all. It has a very firm inlining and a very firm leather at the base, so that every time you take a step, you don't really feel the shoe bend with your step. It's fine if it's for a few hours, like 1 to 3 hours you'll be fine, but after about 4 hours of walking in these, your feet will become sore, your arch muscle will become sore, and that's just a huge con to these shoes. It's definitely a fashion over function, over comfort thing. The second problem with this pair of shoes is that you have to wear it with regular socks. If you wear ankle socks or socks that end below the ankle like footlets, the back of your foot will really get sore from this part. And here you have two things scratching the back of your foot. You have this leather attachment and you have the actual suede shoe. So you will have two sore marks if you walk in these for the entire day without regular socks. The moral of the story is that if you're trying these on in the store, you should wear the socks that you would wear with these. You should try to wear the clothing. In general, if you're buying clothing, you should try to wear the socks or whatever else you would wear underneath or with that item of clothing, because you don't actually know how well it's going to fit. I really wish I knew that this part would not become any softer over time. I thought like, oh, you just need to break them in, it'll be fine, but no, it's really painful if you're wearing footlets or ankle socks. The second thing I want to talk about is style. So if you don't have an unlimited supply of cash, or like you don't have a large amount of money to spend at these stores. You should really go for the classic shoes, the ones that won't go out of style really quickly. So for example, these shoes, it's the classic Gucci Aces. They've been around for quite a while and they will be around for a pretty good time. The thing with these shoes is that since they're classic, they're not like seasonal. You can definitely buy this and still wear it for 5-10 years and people will know what it is, people will like it. These have been popular, I think they came out 2 years ago and they're still very popular today. As opposed to these shoes, which are very seasonal. They just came out, I think they came out in summer of 2017, but I'm not sure. So these shoes, first of all, they're very comfortable, they're canvas, but they are not a classic style. This is more of a seasonal style. It's a special edition Bengal print, which has sold out. These shoes, they won't really be popular 5 years from now, at least I don't think so, because they're more of a specialty design. So if you don't have a lot of money and you really want to make your purchase last, you should get classics. The third thing I want to talk about is longevity and workmanship. So it's really important that you really inspect the product, you really look at how it's made. These shoes, surprisingly, I've worn them almost every day for 2 years and they still are in really good condition. They are Prada Hightops and this is coated leather, so it's waterproof. And I wore them in the winter with snow everywhere, with water in the rain, and they still look pretty good. The inside is still perfect, looks brand new. I know that if I wore these in the winter, they would not survive as long, and I know they would get very dirty. The canvas would get stained from the mud and the snow. Whereas these, because they're waterproof, you can just wipe them down, wash them, and you'll be good. They have a zipper on the side, and you can really look at the stitching and you can really tell that this one is handmade. Like even the zipper, there's a very high stitch count around it. So if you see something like this in the store, you literally just pull it apart, bend the sole, see, look at that. It bends really well, they have a nice shape, there isn't anything inside. For these shoes, I had to put tissue paper inside to make it look a little bit more presentable. These ones have nothing inside and they still look really good. These shoes have more of a summertime look and feel. They're very thin, whereas these are much thicker, as you can tell, and they're good to wear all year round. Here, I'll put a side by side so you can see. I also got another pair, which aren't as comfortable because this leather is not coated, so it's not waterproof, but it's the same exact type of shoe, just in different color. Those ones are black, this is navy blue. So as you can see, wait, it has to focus. As you can see, there is a very high stitch count. You can tell that it was really well made. Focus, okay. Stitches here, double stitches right here. Basically all of the shoe, every single part of this shoe, you can tell has had extensive work done to it. Overall, the top 3 things you should consider is comfort, style, and workmanship. When you're trying them on, really think about if you like them, if they fit you. Don't really get caught up in the excitement of buying them. Second of all, regarding style, if you don't have that much money, or if you just want to make a smart purchase, a pair of shoes that is going to last you a long time, make sure that they are a classic style, or at least a style that won't become very unpopular very soon. Third, really look at the craftsmanship. So yeah, those are my 3 tips. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. And if you would like, you can follow my mom or myself on Instagram. It's at Ultimate Unboxing or at official Aaron L. I'll leave them right over here. Thank you so much for watching.